Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Noelle and I do unboxings here, mostly lifestyle subscription boxes, but also some stationery, books, beauty, jewelry, travel, home decor, and even a dash of Disney. So if you enjoy unboxings, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel and hitting the notification bell so that we can discover and experience boxes here together. As always, if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for being here and welcome back. Today I have one of my favorite seasonal lifestyle boxes to share with you, and that is Hygge in a box, which comes out of Canada. It is $114.99 Canadian, which right now is about $93.94 US. The shipping to the US is $28 Canadian, which is about $23 US. So it is a pricier seasonal subscription, but I do think the value is there. I think the curation every season is phenomenal, as well as the quality of the products that they source from different vendors across Canada. If you are interested in subscribing, you can save 10% on your first box using the code Noelle10. Of course, I'll leave all of that information for you in the description box below. Now, you can get these seasonal boxes as well as their limited edition boxes that sort of come out between the seasons as one-offs, as one-time boxes, but I highly suggest becoming a subscriber. One, because my code only works on subscriptions, but also there's some added perks. You can get discounts on those limited edition boxes, and there's usually a special subscriber-only item in the seasonal boxes. This box was sent to me for review from Jill and Lisa, the sisters that run Hygge in a box, so I just wanted to thank them again so much for this opportunity to share this beautiful subscription with you once again. Let's go ahead and get into it though. Now, if you're not familiar with the Danish concept of Hygge, get familiar with it because it's here to stay. It is kind of the idea of finding those moments of coziness and warmth and contentment. I really think about it as savoring the simple moments in life, so that is definitely something that we can incorporate into our daily lives. It doesn't just have to be in those cold fall and winter months. So inside it is always beautiful. I love the clean and simple aesthetic, which is also, I think, very Hygge. So let me see if I can open this up without tearing the tissue paper too badly. I always forget to take some photos beforehand, but I always mean to. This is a pretty hefty box. I do really appreciate them, even though the shipping sometimes takes a little while to get to me here in California. This box with the pine cones on it comes snugly fitted into an outer box, so everything's usually in pretty good condition. So inside you can see they did a nice job of Tetrising everything in there for us. All right, so now I'm gonna look for the product card. I think it's kind of like hidden in the middle this time. So here it is. It looks like we actually have quite a bit of paperwork. I got a bunch of cards here. So one is a coupon code from one of the vendors. Another one, it looks like they've actually consolidated all of the exclusive maker promos on one card for us, which is nice. And there is another fun subscriber perk. If you find a business that you really want to see more of their items, you can definitely get a nice discount. And then we also have a nice recipe for Danish open-faced sandwiches, or smørrebrød, which I know I probably totally mispronounced, but I feel like that's kind of how I heard it when I did have the opportunity to visit Copenhagen. So we've got some recipes there on the back, and these are just really delicious treats, like a good hearty lunch, honestly. And you can go into these different markets and actually sort of select from a bunch of items that they have in the deli counter, and I think that's a really fun thing to do too. I did also go to a restaurant where you got to kind of put together your own smørrebrød, which was fun as well. And then finally, here is our actual card that tells us a little bit more. So there's a little picture here of Jill and Lisa. It says, "Hello Hygge friends, welcome to the spring edition box. For us, Hygge is in the air." I think that just means spring. It says, "We suggest that you set some time aside for yourself to practice some serious self-care, self-love, and of course, ample amounts of Hygge. It's been a hard year for everyone, and we hope the items in this box will help you along that path." And then it goes on to talk about different ways that you can create some Hygge moments in your life, even in the springtime. So it says, you know, visit a local farmer's market or a flower market, clear your mind by turning off the phone and Netflix and picking up the novel you've been meaning to read for a long time, get some vitamin D, get outside, and then they have a couple more suggestions. And then on the back, it tells us what the actual items are in the spring box. We get a nice little paragraph about each of the makers, which I super duper appreciate. They don't include the retail values, but I'm sure that's something you could definitely find on your own if you want. And again, I always think that the value in this box is definitely there. It does tell us that the 9th item is an exclusive bonus item for quarterly box subscribers, like I was saying. So I'm gonna prop this up in front of me and hopefully my eyes can read that super small font from afar. And let's go ahead and dive in. So the first thing that I am seeing is kind of bright and right on top. So this really cute little pouch that actually says stuff. So I'm guessing you put your stuff in it. Let me see if I can find this. It's kind of always, I have to hunt and find the different items by process of elimination. So it says, this is the stuff bag. So it says stuff is a collection of practical, beautiful, one-of-a-kind products made from discontinued designer fabrics, samples, remnants, and offcuts. That is so cool. It says they're upcycled into bags and other useful items. Each one-of-a-kind stuff bag keeps beautiful fabrics out of landfills while giving back to the community. The maker proudly donates a portion of proceeds to the Treehouse Project through the Winnipeg Foundation to help places of need regarding children, youth, and families. They're based in Winnipeg, Manitoba. So that is so cool. I love that idea because, you know, we are in that world of fast fashion, but it sounds like they take really designer fabrics and make sure that all those scraps are put to use. I love that the zipper is blue, that little bit of contrast. And then this back panel, you guys, I'm not sure if it feels like real leather. It is super duper soft, and I love this sort of off-white color. Let me see if I can see what the interior looks like. So again, just knowing the story behind it is what makes this so special, and I actually really kind of love this rusty orange color. So it's just simple. They've got their business card on the inside, a nice little like gray lining. So I'll definitely use that. I think that's really fun. I've been thinking about using some of the extra products that I have to put together some little Mother's Day bundles for my family and friends. So that would be a cute little pouch to share with someone. All right, let's see. The next item, let me go ahead and kind of dust this off. They use this really cool, like chunky paper shred, but it does kind of leave some dust on the item. So I try to brush things off a little bit as we go through. So this, I believe, is the exclusive bonus item for Quarterly Box subscribers. And it is a lovely Macrame Keychain. And again, I love this like sort of rust color, like rusty peachy color. It says this Macrame Keychain brings a touch of Hygge and is perfect for holding your keys. It can also be clipped on the outside of any bag as a stylish accessory. Made with recycled cotton cord, these keychains are also sustainable. The maker, Peach and Poppy Seed, that's a cute name, is a Winnipeg-based business who supports parents of pregnancy and infant loss. Oh, that's sad, but I love any company that has sort of a mission, a cause behind it that inspires the work that they do. So it looks like they do have an Etsy shop. It has like a little clip here, so you could just clip that to a keychain, you know, or you can actually make it more of a bag charm. So very pretty, very sweet like that. All right, so the next thing I'm seeing is a big box, and it looks like there was some like leakage here. So I'm guessing that it is a candle. This has happened in the past before because some candles, what they call sweat. But the last time that happened to me, I believe it was actually a hyggeinabox as well. The candle itself was fine. It just like, it got a little hot in transit. So let me see if I can pull this out carefully. I'm a little bit nervous because it feels like it's like bulging out of the box. All right, so it does have some like plastic wrap on top, but that didn't stop it from getting all over. So let me see if I can pull this out. I'm just afraid of it being a little bit slippery now because it did have a little melting happening, but this is very pretty. Just gonna wipe this clean. It's a lovely candle. It says on the front that it is soft marshmallow, but I can see it kind of looks like a marshmallow, but it is this really pretty white ceramic vessel with a nice wood wick. So lovely. Of course, those wood wicks, they can be a little bit tricky to light sometimes, but I love the crackling sound that happens when you do. So let me see if I can find this. It says this is the Marshmallow Candle by Hygge Life. It says they are based in Vancouver. They're inspired by the love of all things Hygge. They're both a small batch maker and retailer of carefully curated products. This signature coconut wax candle, and that's why, because coconut wax does tend to melt a little bit or sweat a little bit more than other kinds of waxes. It says was poured into the adorable vessel that can be reused as a succulent or herb planter, which I think is a great idea for honestly any candle vessel that you hold on to. It says this candle has a subtle blend of warm vanilla bean and soft sandalwood, making it smell like a soft marshmallow. So let me see. So I guess it's not just that it like kind of looks like a big marshmallow, but it's also supposed to smell like one. So that is really nice. I was a little bit worried when they said that the scent was like soft marshmallow, that it was going to be a little bit too sugary, because sometimes those sugary smelling candles can give me a little bit of a headache, but I think it's tempered enough with the sandalwood that it's going to work. So here we go. So I was curious as to why it was in such a big box for such a short little stout candle, and it's because there's actually like they said, it's to be a planter, so it also came with this cool metal holder. So I love this. It's gonna look so modern. Love it while you have it as a candle, and then of course this will look so cute when you add some succulents to it. Very much my kind of style, so I love this, and you guys will not be surprised. This will probably wind up being one of my favorite items in the whole box, not just because it's a candle, but because it is definitely something that is reusable once the wax has melted, and I will probably be using and enjoying that candle very, very soon. Like I said, it smells great. All right, so let's see. Looks like we have something edible, fun like mix, and they do include a lot of fun mixes, things to do in the kitchen, which I do think that food and comfort definitely is part of the Hygge vibe. So this is by Simply Delish. It's a tomato, basil, and quinoa soup. It's made in Langley, British Columbia. So look how pretty that package is just by itself. I almost don't want to open it up and ruin it. It says, no matter the weather, soup is always cozy, warming your whole body as it goes down. This soup is crafted in Langley, British Columbia by Simply Delish, a family business who specializes in handmade dried soups, salads, and dessert packages. All products are vegan, gluten-free, with no added MSG and reduced sodium. This soup is delicious with added carrots, peas, celery, and whatever vegetables you have on hand. Sprinkle with fresh dill for that extra spring flavor. That's a good idea to sort of like make it a little bit fancier. Get rid of some carrots that are starting to get a little bit old in your fridge, for example, and just kind of make it seem a little bit more homemade, sort of semi-homemade. So I'm really excited about that. Seems like something that I can even manage, a recipe that even I can accomplish, so that's nice. All right, let's see what else we've got. It looks like a bar of soap, and it looks like mine came a little bit cracked, which is a bummer. So the scent, I think, is Harvest Pear, which sounds awesome, a little fruity and fresh, but it is by Wild Prairie Soap Company. So you can kind of see the edges of mine got a little bit cracked. It's just like this flat disc. So let me see if I can find out a little bit more information about this. So I'm seeing, okay, so it's from Wild Prairie Soap Company, but it actually comes with a natural stone soap plate. So let me find that, and it was right underneath that bar of soap. So it's a little pairing they gave us. This is cool. So it's really pretty. It almost looks like the like stone that you would have like poolside or something, this like kind of gravel that's like been glued together. So let me see if I can take this out of the box. It says Wild Prairie Soap Company is an Edmonton-based business who have been creating products for over 20 years, including their natural stone soap plate. Your soap will last up to 50% longer than when placed on a stone soap plate, due to the ability of the soap to remain dry between uses, never sitting in a pool of water. Say goodbye to soft, mushy soap forever. We also love how the plate brings a bit of nature indoors and adds a touch of Hygge to your space. We hope you enjoy the sample from Wild Prairie Soap Collection. So they just gave us that little sample of soap, which is really nice. So you get to use it, but this is really cool. I love this. So it is kind of rough. It does have little feet on the bottom. They're kind of hard to see because they blend in, but it does look like they just kind of glued everything together. So it's nice and porous so that soap isn't going to sit in a dish and get all mushy like they were talking about. And this is totally a cool kind of multicolored plate, because I think that's going to go well with anybody's bathroom, you know, because it's going to either pull the grays or the browns or the neutral colors that you have. So that's really cool. Actually, I've never seen a soap dish quite like that, and I think it sounds very like functional as well as beautiful. All right, something else. We have some, oh boy, something's leaking again. Man, I have so many problems. So there is a little like hole in this, and I think that's probably just to keep things dry, but there's a little bit of dust on it that I don't think is just from the shred. This is from Apartment 6 Skin Co, and it's shower steamers. You guys know I love shower steamers because I'm not a bath girl. The scent I am super excited about, lemongrass orange. So I'm not gonna open it up yet, but this is a hefty size bag, you guys, and I'm so excited because my husband loves shower steamers too. So if there's just like one or two in a package, like I usually don't get to them. So this way we can actually share and both enjoy a few of them. So I'm really excited. There is just like a little like vent here. It's not a puncture. I think it was meant to be there, but a little bit of the shower steamer dust has kind of escaped. So it says, start your morning on high by filling your shower with the refreshing scent of lemongrass with these shower steamers. Based in Stratford, Ontario, the makers of Apartment 6 saw how useful essential oils were during their daughter's fight with severe anxiety. Her child psychologist incorporated incorporate essential oils and healing crystals in her therapy. Much to their astonishment, those ingredients had a very positive influence on her and they saw the benefit. They decided to start making products and haven't looked back. A portion of the sales goes to nonprofit organizations that are dedicated to and focus on child mental health. Love that. Again, love hearing all these stories. All right, so now we have some more soap, you guys. So it says this is from Soap So Co. and it says Bon Bon. Let me see if I can find this. So this is based in Edmonton. Soap So Co. creates artistically designed handcrafted soaps that are sustainable, 100% vegan and cruelty-free. They create completely unique artisanal soaps that not only look like decorative pieces, but are quality soaps as well, filled with the bursting scent of mandarin orange juices. Man, the fragrances in this box are totally all fragrances that I will love. Blooming orange flower petals and coconut. Bon Bon will bring you back to your childhood, munching on the candy that is its namesake. The scent profile is tangerine, jasmine, coconut, and orange blossoms. It looks and smells good enough to eat, but we don't recommend it. Look how cute this is, you guys. It looks like almost like a slab of fudge with these fun polka dots on it, and then it just has imprinted in it the name of the company. Oh my gosh, that smells so good. You can totally smell the tangerine, and I love citrusy, fruity scents, so that is something I will definitely enjoy. Oh, something else I will definitely enjoy. It looks like we've got a nice big bag of caramels from Charlie Girl. Yes, love sweet treats. Let's see what it says about this. Let me find these. Where are these? Charlie Girl Goods is a small business based out of North Vancouver, British Columbia. With a love for all things sugary sweet, they created the perfect handmade old-fashioned caramel from scratch by focusing on using only natural ingredients and the small batch process. The perfect combination of salty and sweet makes the classic sea salt their best seller and Charlie Girl's favorite. This is going to be my favorite too. Since the caramels are made with natural ingredients, they have a best before date for a month, so go for it and enjoy them soon. Bet you can't just eat one. So it says that I have to eat these all before May 11th. So done and done. I might even eat them before May. So let's see. I think we have one final item in this fabulous box, you guys. I love this subscription so much, and it is a beautiful notebook. I'm going to just pull it out of the packaging so you guys can get a better look at it. This is from Do Good Paper Company. They're an ethical Canadian independent stationery company that sells beautifully designed paper products. As a mom of 3 young kids, the maker sets out to create journals that are practical yet beautiful at the same time. This is gorgeous. This pretty spiral notebook is part of her Beautiful Life notebook collection and makes you feel cozy every time you reach for it to do your writing tasks. So engage your senses by making yourself a hot drink, light your candle, grab your favorite pen, and settle into your favorite spot to start a journaling session. Love that. So it looks like almost like eucalyptus leaves there on the front. A nice gold spiral binding, and you guys know I love a spiral bound notebook. I think that like the sewn notebooks look really cool, but I'm a little bit OCD, so when I mess up a page, I like to be able to tear it out without damaging the binding. And of course the gold accents are totally me as well. So it's got this nice, it's a good, almost like a plasticky cover. So you can see it's kind of got this nice cover to it, and then it has the image behind it, so it's not going to get those like bent corners, which I also super duper appreciate. And then inside it just has some lined pages, kind of the wider ruling, but that's totally fine with me. And it's a pretty thick notebook, so this is well made, totally beautiful, and definitely something that I will probably hold on to. I do have like a pile of notebooks that I often re-gift because I think they're a great gift to give, but also a pile that I'm kind of holding on for my own special projects. I like to have different notebooks for different like work projects that I have, just so it's all kind of in one place. So I think that is it. Let's just go over everything. Honestly, this is probably one of my favorite boxes from Hygge in a Box, and I think I've been getting it for review or purchasing it myself probably for over a year now. So we got our lemongrass shower steamers, which I'm so ready to use right now, our beautiful notebook, the tomato quinoa soup, which sounds delicious, our sea salt caramels. We got like dinner, and then also our treat for afterwards, our dessert. We got that super cute stuff bag where they use remnants. Love that. The marshmallow candle, which is just adorable and beautiful at the same time. The Bon Bon soap, which they're right, it does look good enough to eat. It's beautiful. I didn't even know soap could be like that clean and perfect. And then we also got the Wild Prairie Soap Company soap dish with the little sample they sent us as well. And finally, subscribers got that beautiful macrame keychain. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite item in this fantastic Hygge in a box was, and hopefully I see you all very, very soon in my next unboxing.